Okay, welcome back to HQCo. Today Travis came on, and it
This
was
guy was
actually
awesome.
like sometimes these casual conversations end up being kind of the ones that I like the most.
I did not expect that at all.
I know you didn't know the whole telescope thing, but he's
No.
like kind of deep into uh,
Space,
space
telescopes,
and
looking at planets, galaxies.
yeah,
I mean, I love that shit in general.
yeah.
And he's going to take us out to actually like look at Jupiter, bro.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
anything
It's
else, whatever
crazy
we
the
want to
amount
see.
of that'll be really cool to see. So there's a lot of talk on that. AI, aliens, a couple different rabbit holes.
Yeah.
Um,
Garmin watches.
yeah,
Step your game up.
yeah, right. um,
No, it was definitely awesome. It was cool. I didn't know Travis. I seen him around the gym. It was good to meet him. And no, this was a really great conversation. Yeah. Other than that,
yeah, YouTube, Spotify, subscribe,
thank you for
comment.
listening. And
Yeah,
like shout out to the sponsors, Pizza Project
yeah. In town in London,
in town.
pizza. They're at the Fleetway
Yeah.
on Proudfoot, I think it is. But yeah, go there. Tell them you came from
Tell
here.
him send him HQCo sent you over there.
Yeah.
Get the Jake special.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for supporting, watching, subscribe.
That's all.
That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
Stripped, I guess.
You know what's funny? Imagine we were upgraded to that,
Yeah.
and he's like, it's like the worst day of his life because he got downgraded to this lifestyle that we'd be like, oh, that's amazing,
Right.
And they're like, oh no, public events, you can't speak on the royal family's behalf, and it's
He's
like
like,
the worst
good.
day
I
of his
don't have
life.
to attend that.
Yeah,
I don't have to attend anymore. I can just do whatever
yeah,
I want
like,
to
that
do.
wouldn't even be a bad deal.
Let's go. So tell me about the telescope and so like my phone's up there, but tell
You got a
Edith.
telescope?
Yeah, so I've been nerding out. So it's funny because when I was like young, like 10 years old, I got this telescope. And when I say this, was like the shittiest little telescope. It was like it's a little plastic tripod. It was probably about this big. Honestly, a pair of binoculars that we would have now would probably be better. And I remember in like grade 4 reading like all the astronomy books and whatever. So whatever reason, I was like a nerd about stars and stuff when I was a
Like
kid.
space, is that the same thing as stars? Or not
Yeah,
necessarily,
space, everything
like-
about it. I was
Okay.
just obsessed about it. And then probably about a year ago, 6 months, year ago, probably whatever, I was like, man, that's always been in the back of my mind. I've always been excited about it. I like followed pages on Instagram, and I was like, I should get a telescope. And so I bought like a relatively cheap like telescope. I was like, I don't want to spend a bunch of money because maybe I'll start doing it and I'm not going to be too excited about it or whatever. And then I bought this telescope, and then like over the last like 6 months, I've been like slowly upgrading and stuff like that. And now it's like I'm like obsessed. Like every day, if I'm like walk outside, I take my dogs out, and I'm looking up, I'm like, the clouds clearing out and all this stuff. And I'm going outside, and I'm taking this telescope. So now I spent like probably $3,000 just on my like one setup. Between the two of them, it's like I have like two completely different setups, and the amount of money I spent is kind of silly. But like my one setup.
That's
right
probably
now.
even on the cheap end.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, yeah, dude. The
So
amount
like
of money
what
you
can you
spend.
see?
Yeah, tell us.
So I can I get great views of Jupiter. Like I saw like the red spot, like the big storm kind of thing on it. You can see like the obvious lines of Jupiter. You can see the moons. This is kind of funny. I was outside the other day, and I'm like right in front of my apartment building, and I don't know if the guy was homeless. He kind of struck me as a little rough. He's like riding a bike, and he kind of like looked a little rough. And he just like came by, and I was like, oh, hey. And I was like, hey. And I'm out there looking at the telescope. I was like, do you want to see Jupiter? And then I was like looking at Jupiter because so Galileo, way back in the day, who knows when this was, he figured out that the Earth was not the center of the universe by watching moons revolve around Jupiter. So he looked at Jupiter. He's like, I can see Jupiter, and I can see that these moons are orbiting Jupiter, which means we always thought everything revolved around the Earth. And now he's like, I'm looking at another celestial body, and these things are revolving around it. And that leads me to believe that we're revolving around something else as well. And so I was like, do you want to see how we found out that we're not the center of the universe. And so this guy was like, his mind was like blown. He's like, oh, so cool. And then he was like, yeah, didn't the church lock him up for that? I'm like, yeah, they tried to like lock him up and like hide him away and be like, don't do that because it looks bad for us. But yeah, I can see Jupiter. I can see it.
So can you see the rings around?
Oh
it?
yeah. Oh,
Can
yeah.
you see it on
Like,
any
clearly?
given night? Like
If
outside of cloud?
Yeah, if Jupiter is one of the brightest things in the night sky. Like you look at it, and it's in the eastern sky, and it looks like the brightest star you've ever seen.
So how do you find it?
I just point my telescope. I have like a spotter scope on it.
Yeah.
And so if I get the spotter scope in the crosshairs, and I just look through it, and my mount's pretty cool. So it's an electronic mount, and basically I can control it with my phone. So I go left, right, up, down, whatever, and then I just say point and track, and then it just tracks it. Because otherwise, if I set up my telescope and I was like, I'm going to look at Jupiter right now, and I was like, Edis, come over here and look at it. By the time you look at it, it would like almost moved out of sight already.
Like within 10,
like,
20
yeah,
seconds?
It's annoyingly fast. Like if I go to switch eyepieces, it's already moved. Like yeah, it's pretty annoying how fast it is. But with this mount, it just electronically follows it pretty well, so you can like keep an eye on it.
Is there stuff where you can, I'm sure there is, whether it's on that one or not, like just plug in a planet and it...
Oh yeah. So it's called Go-To. So basically what I have to do is if I...
Is that pretty rudimentary stuff now for telescopes?
It is, yeah. It's like pretty standard. If you have an electronic mount, it's pretty basic. What you have to do is, once I give the date, time, location, and then I'll go look at a star. So say let's look at Sirius, and then I center it on Sirius, and then it's like, okay, so now I know where you are, the date and the time, and I know where we're pointing at the star. And then you go and you look at another star. You can do between 1 to 3 stars. And then at any point I could be like, go look at Saturn. And it'll be, and it just finds Saturn like
No
on its
way.
own. Yeah, and then it'll track it the whole time.
How many other like planets can you see on
you see,
default
like,
every night?
42,000 things that I can look at.
42,000.
Between like nebulas, star clusters, the planets, like everything.
What about like the Milky Way and like the whole?
You can look at all that. I have actually a sick picture on my Instagram when I live in Parry Sound because there's so little light pollution.
Right.
That I get.
That was my question.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you set your phone, there is a way. If you put your iPhone on a mount, you can actually set it to 30-second exposure, and you can get a crazy picture of the Milky Way if there's like little enough light pollution.
when I went up north, also cottage a few years back with Vera's sister. I mean, we're sitting out there, dude, and you could literally
Unreal.
see.
I have some
Unreal.
pretty crazy pictures from
Insane.
when we were up there.
Because the light pollution,
It's
right?
crazy.
It's like there's no light pollution.
It's so
everything is
sad. You
dark.
look outside here and you're like,
Yes.
you're missing so much.
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
missing so
It's
much.
just
of
so like I woke up the next morning, dude. My neck was like stiff 'cause I
From
was,
looking up.
like,
What
literally just
about
looking
like when
up.
you see? I mean, here I'm sure a lot of places like anytime you see those like massive, it almost seems like the naked eye could see the holes on the moon.
Yeah.
Like, can you see?
Oh.
Like, it must be
Like
the same thing
detail.
applies because I can see it
Yeah.
with a telescope. You can
Yeah.
see like
With
you
a
know
telescope,
being
the-
silly about it, footprints and stuff like that. Can you get pretty?
Honestly with the telescope, like you can get so detailed on the moon that you can't even like really enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
you're looking at like one crater like in the center of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
crater.
yeah.
But you can back out your eyepieces. You can have different magnification. The most gorgeous views of the moon. It's
So like
crazy.
when the moons are at full brightness, like
Amazing.
close as
Yeah.
they are for the year or whatever.
when it turns like red and like it's just
oh
like
yeah, like a
glowing.
lunar eclipse and stuff.
When's
Yeah.
the next big thing that comes around?
I don't
Like,
know because I guess 3i Atlas is it tomorrow's maybe
Yeah,
its
what's
closest
going
approach. Closest approach. It passes next to Jupiter. You can't see it with the naked eye, but you'd be able to track it with the telescope.
So what is that? Is it a?
It's a comet. Yeah,
It's a comet.
Yeah. I don't
It's
know what
not
happened.
like an alien ship.
No, I don't know what happened. This guy Avi Loeb, and he's like a Harvard I think he's an astrophysicist, and he's like well respected, and he has like more journals than anyone's ever going to write, but he doesn't specialize in that sort of thing. And for whatever reason, he just hypothesized. He was like, if we've never seen something that is extraterrestrial, how do we know what something that's extraterrestrial looks like? And it was behaving abnormally. This is only the third object from outside of our solar system we've ever seen. And he was like, if we don't really know, how do we know that it's not?
Yeah.
That's basically all
Yeah,
he said.
yeah.
And then my mother-in-law was like texting me because she was like hearing the radio about it. And she was like, oh, I'm hearing all this stuff. What is it? It's a comet.
So
It's all
are you
it
going to
was.
be able to see that, or is it?
I can try. If we have a clear night tomorrow, it's
Oh,
not supposed to
true.
be clear. But yeah, you can
So
get like
if
a
you
decent.
if you have like, can you find a what are they called? A satellite. like a
Like Starlink?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
like just follow it. Like how fast can a camera track something?
I don't know if I'd be able to track Starlink. I'd probably have to manually track it.
Like
I don't
satellites.
know. Yeah. You can see with the naked eye, and so.
But can you see that with the telescope that
Pretty
it's a
well, like, it's
satellite?
pretty bright,
Like,
yeah.
oh, that looks like. This is my ignorance. Like, can you see a satellite shape?
Not like in detail, but you can see the International Space Station. I've seen people like when it like transits the moon, and you can get like
The
a
outline?
good
Oh.
you can like see what it is.
That would be
yeah,
cool.
it's
Cool,
actually
like a
super
picture
crazy.
just like
You know
that.
what you
It's
got to
crazy to
do?
time it.
One time, or if you ever get like a really, really, I want to say.
I want to see it. I want to watch through it. That was
I'm
so-
saying like
I
even.
thought of bringing it tonight, but I was like, it's not even gonna be clear. There's no
Well,
point in
we
bringing
can
it.
go
Let's
on. We've been on the roof. I don't know how much it makes. Like if you're on the like going on the roof's not going to make a huge difference than going on.
It gets rid of the street lights though, at least, so it's pretty nice. So yeah, with the naked eye, it's easier to see.
So as of now, because I don't want anything in the past. If you next time something like really cool or like a really really crisp picture, get a picture. I'll print it and put it up. in
Oh,
here.
that's sick. I'm waiting for so Saturn. I think I sent you this picture last night
Yeah.
that I took a Saturn. The rings right now, just because of the way its orbit is around the sun, the rings are like kind of head on, so you can't really see them. But by starting next year, the rings will like kind of so you'll be able to see like more of a broad side of the ring. So right now,
And that's how far
so
apart it is. Like it's a full
it makes a
year.
big difference. Yeah.
And it's got like a whole bunch of moons around it too, don't
Dude,
it?
yeah, it's like 200 and something moons, like 267. It's ridiculous. I can see like 2 moons on any given day, but there's so many moons.
What would you ever do if you actually caught something that was
like something new?
new or
Something like, what
not
the hell
of
is this?
extraterrestrial type of thing? Like I don't know if you'd know, but
I'd name it Showtime.
I guess
Can
you
you-
can discover
You,
new
if you discover it,
planets
you
and
name it. Yeah, you're the boss.
what constitutes like discovering something?
Something
like,
unknown. I don't even know who I'd call. I'd be like, "Hello, like
run
NASA."
it through
Like,
a
who do you
base?
call?
Like they're like no,
Whatever,
that's
like the Canadian like space.
There's an observatory in London. I was being a real nerd, and I was like looking for Facebook groups, and there's like like Western University has an observatory, so you'd probably like call them up first, and they'd like running up the ladder.
because I'm sure there's
They have,
not
like,
many
monthly
people
meetings.
that like it's a pretty niche down.
Can you see
hobby.
Mars?
Yeah, Mars. You don't get great views of Mars. It's pretty small. It looks blurry no matter what. Depending on the time of year, you can actually tell when it has ice caps on like the northern part of it. Like, you can actually see like white on the north, and then when it melts, you can see like it's it makes you feel so insignificant.
I
when you look at
bet.
it.
I remember
Well,
as
I
a
mean, they're-
kid, way back, I'd look at someone at the cottage somewhere had a telescope, and that was like, you know what? I think it was even my dad had like a week where he carried.
That's awesome.
My dad's like that.
But
I would
mean,
love to look through that. Yeah.
It's like it's so crazy because it's like I don't know what the statistics are. It's like if you're on a beach and you pick up a sand, right? Then like the smallest grain, it's like represents a galaxy,
Right.
or whatever. And
There's
then,
more
like,
galaxies in the sky, or there's more stars in the sky than there are grains of sand on Earth.
Yeah, that's
it's
I can't
insane.
even comprehend that.
No, you
That,
can't.
that's what
That's
I'm
the thing.
saying. It's like how small we are. I can't.
It's-
It's like
We can anytime, and I've followed it for so long, and there's new stuff, and you hear this stat or that number or whatever, you cannot wrap your mind around it. It's just incomprehensible.
So what is from a telescope perspective, like what does bigger, more powerful clearer images or further
more light.
images?
Yeah, more light. So the larger the aperture, so I have a 6-inch aperture. Realistically, they go up to 8 or 9. There's some like ridiculous, but like 8 or 9 is kind of like this, like as big as you really go. Then you just can't really port them around.
Yeah.
Lets in more light, gives you like crisper, clearer images and stuff like that. So I'm at 6 inches. So between my mount and my telescope, I can pick it up with one hand and walk around
Yeah,
with it.
it's
Like it's nothing.
probably-
It's like kind of the sweet spot of portability and stuff like that. My other mount, I have a different type of mount. It's an equatorial mount, kind of different, and it's like quadruple the weight. And it's like annoying to lug it around. It's got like big counterweights and stuff like that. And that's more for like astrophotography, like long distance
Yeah,
tracking
yeah.
and stuff, like really nerdy stuff. But
it's so sick, man. The pictures you see on like Instagram or what these people take, or like
Crazy.
pictures and shit, is like insane.
Yeah.
Like how clear and crisp it is. It's just like wow,
I know.
unbelievable.
Seeing it through the eyepiece is like the most humbling thing I've ever seen. I try to take pictures, and right now I just use an iPhone, and I try to hold it to the eyepiece. It's like you know when you like binoculars and you're looking and you're like trying to get it like perfectly centered. So you're like trying to do that with a phone, and it's the dumbest thing in the world. But when
Like,
you
look
can
at
see
that.
it with the naked eye,
So that's like
that's
the
like
best.
a NASA photo. That's like something's flying by taking a picture of that.
That's the
Or Hubble, maybe.
yeah.
Oh, does it say Hubble?
I think
it
this
literally
is
says
the Hubble,
right there.
like,
Hubble.
website.
Like look at that thing. What is that?
Nebula of some sort.
Like, is it just gases?
It's
What
just
is it?
gas. It's just mass.
Imagine you're just floating up in space and you're just seeing all these crazy things.
But this is taken from Earth, right?
Yeah, well, Hubble is I forget how far Hubble is out. James Webb Space Telescope is like 1 million miles from Earth. It's so far from Earth.
And it's like, you got to think,
mean, what's that mean?
chances.
If you go back 2 more,
What does that mean? It's 1 million miles from Earth.
it's like those are all galaxies. Those aren't even stars. Those are all galaxies. That's insane. And the lighter the color, see, like the red ones are so far away that the light has actually started to bend. It's called redshift, and that's how you know they are so incredibly far away.
Wow.
Yeah,
Again, no idea what that means, but
so incredibly. And the sombrero, that's
Look at
insane.
that thing.
Yeah, so you see how Saturn's kind of like tilted
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Right now, we're almost looking at it
And that's how you
head-on.
could see it.
No, I can't see it like right now. I could actually probably pull.
I wanted like, what's the best? I want some more like realistic.
That is realistic.
Yeah, but that's
man.
too unrealistic.
This is zoomed in, so it's a little blurry, but that's what Saturn
See,
looks
that's
like
crazy.
right now. The rings aren't like.
Yeah.
You can actually see that.
Yeah.
And how far away
Like
is it?
what consumer from a like
It
you
looks
know what I
better
mean?
with the naked eye. So
Yeah,
like when
yeah.
you're looking through eye, it looks 5 times better than that.
Yeah.
Like a picture.
I just want one from like a telescope that like
So
you
I have
can
a-
buy.
You could do like, so my telescope, the easy is a C6. It's a Celestron 6-inch Smith Cassegrain. So you could do C6 Jupiter view or something like that. Oh, that person's cheating.
Jupiter. Cheating.
Well, now they're using an actual camera. Like, that's the next thing is to do like an astrophotography camera. Because the thing
This
is
is like this.
that's my telescope. Yeah.
This is yours.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the thing is, when people are taking these pictures, they're taking like between 30 to 90 seconds of stacking images. Like, it's not like, you know what I mean? It's like a long exposure photo, so you get so much better pictures.
Here, so let me
And they
tell you
have
this.
special
I don't want to
cameras for
hear
that.
another word out of you after it is what he's about to say. How unrealistic is his picture of the moon on his Samsung?
Oh, we all know that's fake. We all know.
Yeah, so
We all know Samsung got busted for that.
throw that out. He thinks it's real.
No, Samsung got busted for that. People were losing their minds. They're like, oh my God, this is real. And then Samsung came out and they're like,
This is
just
so
kidding.
real, man.
I love that. We can go
See, like
home
that
now.
picture of Saturn, that's actually
This one?
up just a little bit more to the right. Yeah. That's probably what. So that picture of Jupiter 2 over, that's like almost exactly what my picture looks like.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So how about this though? Like, are you not afraid, or like, what if a meteor just like, what are the chances of a meteor just smashing into Earth? Dude?
I mean, it's always there. Nothing I can do about it.
Tell us.
What if
Yeah.
you
And
just
then we
see
just,
it, and just
I don't
watching it,
even
and just
worry
like,
about
what
it.
is going on here?
What about the sun? Can you see the sun?
I haven't done it yet because you need a special filter, or else you like.
Yeah, just
Literally
blind
every
out.
telescope, it's so silly. And then even on the apps and stuff, it's like, don't look at the sun. I'm like, yeah, I know better than that. But you have to get like a proper like.
First thing you do
solar-
is zoom into
Like,
the
let me-
sun.
I can't see anything.
You know what I'm actually tempted to do? Like point at the sun and see if it just like
It's like the
blasts a beam up.
yeah,
on the
it's like
ceiling.
you know how you do a magnifying glass and
Yeah,
melt
yeah,
the thing.
that's
It's like
exactly
a
what I think would
reverse
happen.
view of it, and just your telescope
Burns your
just
eye
starts
out.
smoking.
I wonder if it would do that if it just like burn a hole in my ceiling. But yeah, man, there's so many. It's the nerdiest thing ever.
So what's the coolest thing to look at? Like obviously planets.
I
and
like
then,
looking at the planet. Looking at the moon is the coolest thing. Like,
Can
'cause
you
it's so
find
close.
random like pockets of like gas and stuff?
I
Like
haven't yet. You can't. I need darker skies to do that, so I need to go pretty far. I was looking at they have like dark sky websites where you can see like where the darkest skies are, and I guess there's a place like a little bit north of Godrich. For whatever reason, it's just this pocket that's away from everything. It's like one of the darkest skies you can get without having to go super far away.
That would be sick, just to take a trip up there. And
Yeah, it's like it was annoying because like I lived in Parry Sound for like almost 2 years.
like you'd be able to see that
oh,
of the moon.
easily. Oh yeah.
see,
yeah.
that's
Oh,
sick.
that
Yeah.
would be.
Like,
I mean,
how is that? Like, I would be obsessed.
we
just
got to do that
looking
next
at
time.
that.
There's
Yeah,
one of those real
just-
bright moons.
You don't
like,
even need to like a clear night. The moon's been gone for like last like week because it's just I don't know if it comes up at like 2 in the
Obviously, it
morning. or whatever
matters
is, but-
where if it's like a
I
full
just-
moon or like
You
a
know
half
what?
moon, or
Honestly,
it
like a
doesn't.
crescent moon is a little bit better. Like a full moon's great, but it's kind of nice. It's called the Terminator line, where you can see where the black, like the shadow is. It's actually kind of cool if it's
like
not
those
a full
nights
moon.
where it's like it seems like it's at the top of the street and it's
Yeah.
like I can feels like I
That's-
could see that
exactly.
with
Yeah, yeah.
the naked eye.
Yeah.
I feel would
That
just
looks
be
so
like
cool.
It is the coolest thing in the world. Honestly, my wife probably hates me. I just go outside and I'm like, "Oh, it's a clear night. I'm going," and she's like, "Well,
see ya.
See ya.
I guess I'm watching the show by
I know,
myself.
right? I do it all the time. I was just like, anytime the nights. Oh, you could actually. Well, where did it go? It was just showing the different phases of Saturn.
This one?
Yeah, up there. Yeah. So we're like at the top left one right now, like
This
closer to that. But I can't wait till it's like bottom right where you can
When
actually
it's
just
see
tilted,
the
yeah.
rings properly. Because we're like head on right now. It's a very rare thing.
But what are the rings around that? What
It's
are those?
They're just asteroids, like rock, dust, ice, and all that
Like
stuff.
seeing the sun like that would be crazy.
I would love to see the sun. It's one of my things. I got to get a solar filter for it so I don't die.
And you probably could see what are those things
That'd be
called
cool.
that are they shooting out?
Yeah,
Once you
those
get-
solar flares
once
and
you
stuff.
get
solar
the-
flares, yeah.
Filter for this, I could see it being a sick picture.
Oh, that would be a sick picture. Yeah, the sun would be
because
so sick.
maybe you'd see all this stuff firing
Yeah.
off of it.
Yeah, no, I need to get a solar. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is get like an astrophotography setup so you can actually take pictures
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, because
'Cause
you
it's-
need like a special camera,
You
right?
do. So they're not. Yeah, they're camera. They look like so an eyepiece is like that's an eyepiece like in
Yeah.
and so the cameras basically look exactly like that. You just slide them right in.
Okay.
And then you control them with your phone or whatever, and then it takes like long exposure pictures and stuff like that. Because otherwise, taking a picture through the eyepiece is the hardest thing
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
world. To
I've
do.
been always fascinated with space, man. It's
So are you like? Does this go hand in hand with stuff like SpaceX and like that people now exploring?
I've watched a couple of the launches. Like I think it's pretty interesting. I've always liked that just in general, so I think it's pretty.
I just want to see them go to Mars.
Can you imagine seeing a launch though, like in real life, like
In
2
real
miles
life.
away, like feeling
Yes.
that
We
like in your
like
chest?
even when we watch that video of it landing back in the thing, you're just like, no way, this is
Right.
this is from
And it
Halo.
just catches it. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It's like a video
it's
game,
right.
dude. It's literally like a video game.
Yeah.
In real life.
It's like science fiction.
So do you think like maybe this is a rhetorical question? Do you think there's life out there?
Oh, 100% has to be.
I want to say there has to be, and there's a lot of weird things that have happened that have been like, well, that doesn't really make sense. But then there's a thing, the Fermi paradox.
What's that?
There's two theories. There's the Fermi paradox, and then I think it's called like the dark forest paradox, or the dark forest theory, whatever, dark forest. And basically it is, if you're in a dark forest and you don't know what's out there, you're not going to let yourself be known because you don't know, is there a mountain lion out there? Is there a bear out there? So even though I'm in the forest, I'm not going to let myself be known because you're like, then someone's going to eat me.
Yeah.
And then the Fermi paradox, it's basically like there are so many possibilities that there has to be something.
Okay, then one more further. Do you think there's ever been like? Have you watched that documentary
That is
on
awesome, dude.
I've seen so many that lately that have been blowing my mind.
the one? What was it called? The Discovery or?
Not.
Did you see the recent video where they were like tracking some like orb thing and they shot it with a missile and it like blew up and bounced off and the thing just kept going? And did you see that one?
No, I didn't.
might have been in
It
this.
might, yeah. The age of disclosure.
Oh,
Yeah.
Age of Disclosure. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes.
like, how can you watch that and then not assume like someone's been here?
I don't think anyone. If the White House came out right now and be like, "Yeah, there's aliens," everyone would be like, "I know."
Yeah.
I don't think it would be that big. Of a
No,
deal.
I don't think so now.
But it's
Just
like the question is, are they already like on here and live
implanted
with us?
into our
Like what?
society.
Like they talked about the ocean, right? It's like, how do we not know if there's like shit in the ocean?
There's so much
just
in the
chilling,
ocean.
right?
And all the things of seeing, whatever UAPs that are like 500 miles up, 500,000 feet above water, and then going to like 50 feet above water in like 2
Yeah.
seconds, and then going underwater and
Yeah.
moving 500 knots
Right.
in water.
Like the videos that they showed on the
Yeah. That
like,
documentary
it's
was
like
crazy.
insane. It was like what? And this is like actual footage from like pilots and shit.
And,
right?
and these are like legit people. who
Yeah,
are
Yes,
yeah.
intelligent,
these
they know what
aren't
they're
like
talking
any
about.
like yahoos out there.
No.
This is
No,
like
no.
they
Yeah, they
literally
aren't like
worked for
tinfoil
the
hat.
government, and still do. And they went into like Congress or whatever, and they literally.
Well, let me ask: do you believe in ghosts,
Oh shit!
or just the idea of like when somebody's passed?
Sure,
they haven't
like
passed
why
on?
not?
I believe in that less than
I would agree.
an extra
I would agree.
intelligence.
But what if you think of kind of in the same way where somebody's passed or like in a different dimension they haven't passed on? What if, and I don't know if I believe this, it's just a kooky theory. If there are multiple dimensions, what if that's kind of like a ghost? Like an alien would be like a ghost passing through our dimension who's not actually here, but they're kind of interacting with us in the same way a ghost would.
I just go back to documentaries like that.
Yeah.
And like the whole sole purpose of that documentary is that they are here. Like those aren't those are more figures or beings here with us, right?
I think, yeah.
Like it's not like
No, yeah, exactly. They have
like
to be.
it
Like physically here.
yeah, in one way or
Yeah.
another. Like
Yeah.
yeah, more physically here than
Yeah.
like spiritually or ghost like things.
Right,
I don't
I
know. I believe
Well,
I'm sure
like-
there are different like
Like when you think about it, for
dimensions and
example, like
stuff.
you got a dog, I got a dog, right? When they sometimes like
They're
look
weird.
at
They
things
stare at
and
some
weird,
shit.
and it's just
Yeah.
like, what are you seeing
Yeah, I
that
know
I'm
you
not
see
seeing? You know what I'm saying? And it's like it happens so often that you're just like, what the hell? Like, why you just like all of a sudden get up and like you're looking at a corner?
Implying that like
You know,
there
it's
could
like,
be
what the-
ghosts
They're
like
interacting with something that we can't
exactly
detect. Yeah.
right. It's like
Well, when you think about the light spectrum, the visible light spectrum, I forget what we actually see of the light, the radio waves, ultraviolet
Right.
rays, infrared, and all that. We see such a small portion of it. Other animals can see ultraviolet,
Yeah.
infrared, and stuff like
Yes.
that. What if dogs can interact with another wavelength, another
Yeah.
spectrum that we can't,
right.
or other creatures can? Or what if there are things within a different wavelength spectrum that we
Yeah.
can't interact
Or
with?
even like hearing, right? It's like
Exactly,
we
yeah,
only
pitches,
can hear
yeah.
such a frequency or whatever, and it's just like some animals, creatures can hear
Pick up
things
on
in a
other
different
things.
frequency, right?
I think my dog can hear if like a squirrel farts in the yard, and he's like, "I got to let him know something happened." It's a German Shepherd. He thinks he's got to let everyone know everything.
yeah, I don't know. It's a question about like
I don't know if we'll ever know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I feel
would
like we'd
happen?
know about extraterrestrial before we know about
Ghosts.
dimensions and ghosts.
Yeah, I would think
maybe.
so. But what do you think would happen? I honestly don't think it would create a crazy worldwide panic if we found out. I think people would be like, "Yeah,
I think it's like that. Typical
Unless
would be
they
that
start
surprising.
coming down here and just be like, "Oh, humans, let's
But
see."
what if we found out that okay, they've already been here, we got some in Area 51, we've captured their crafts, you know, they're not walking amongst us, they're not lizard people, but we've interacted with them, whatever. I think people would not be that surprised.
I don't either. I don't know if that's just a product of like it's just because we're so inundated all day every day
Right.
with this type of stuff. It's the same concept as something crazy
it's-
in the news happens
right.
and then it's like
It's a
that
hype.
was
It's
crazier than, you know, there's
Yeah.
probably that's
Yeah.
actually a crazier event than like getting proof that
But it would be cool
aliens
just to
exist.
see, like, you know, just show us something and then be like, all right, that's cool, you know,
Right.
and then like people are just gonna start talking about
We'll
it.
get aliens before the Epstein files.
Do you think that
Oh, we should put that on. What is it?
Who's
the
coming
Polymarket.
first?
Who's coming out first? Epstein
confirmation of
files?
alien files,
Aliens.
aliens. Do you think that people, I mean, in the same way that like, I don't know if these are going to tie together, but like, you know, if people knew what cell phones were going to eventually do to people, or like, I don't think that it's definitely phones and devices have made life better. So I don't imagine many people would wish they didn't get integrated like they have been.
Right.
But like, posing that to like, I'll just aliens. Like, do you think that if like, hey, this door's open, this literal door is open for aliens, are we as a society letting them in, or are we
Like to
sticking,
integrate with
Yeah,
us.
do you think that like okay?
I don't know.
Let's assume everyone, whether they believe it or not, we've been proven for sure. There's some alien holding a press conference. You know, like I'm just like it's there.
Donald Trump saying,
yeah.
"We got aliens
Yeah.
here."
Do you think that people would say yes, come, or no, keep
Oh,
them
no,
out,
they
like
would- yeah,
they're
for sure.
enemies?
I don't think they would. I don't think people would be surprised if we had them. I think people would be very reluctant to integrate them.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, yeah. Think how long it took to integrate black people into society.
but it happened,
It
and
did,
like
yeah.
even like again going back to the phones and stuff like that. Like,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Well,
Okay,
even
yeah.
with like robots right now, right? We're
Yeah,
starting
like-
Maybe
to,
if they had something to offer.
right. It's
which
like-
is that's
they're
almost
like
not
sex aliens, if
That's
people be
almost
like,
like not even a good thing either. That just goes to show that we're like
Oh,
that
yeah.
might be worse because then it's like maybe it's not a no brainer, but if they like come with this unlimited resource, who cares if they like end up killing us all? We have like short term
Yeah, we got
monkey
gold.
brain, and we
Yeah.
have this crazy energy, unlimited energy element that they've brought. let's let them in. Because if they had something to offer, that might actually be.
And we have a lot of hubris, so we'd be like, well, if they're going to try to fight us, we'll kill them all.
Yeah,
and
and
take
it's
their
like-
gold anyways or whatever. I mean, people are scared of AI taking over. And
Yeah.
like, imagine aliens are like, you came from another galaxy, another universe. Like, you're going to fuck us up.
Yeah, but again, AI is now fully integrated into
Oh, yeah.
society.
Like, I walked in, we're just like, oh, you got ChatGPT 5.1, I got
You
5.2.
suck.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I don't know. That'd be. I don't know.
Well, what do you think
Obviously
about AI?
hypothetical.
Like, I think this is something people are blowing out of proportion. Like, AI is going to take over. They're going to take all the jobs and all this stuff. I think there's an AI bubble that's going to pop. I think it's going to reach a threshold of growth.
And then it's gonna stop.
I think it's going to slow down because each iteration takes orders of magnitude higher to be more effective.
I think it all just then boils down to whether you think they are going to be like sentient or not. Like,
I call him ChatGPT. I call him Chad. I talk to Chad all the time, and I try to
Trick him?
weasel it out of him. Yeah, because one time he said something to me, and I was talking about space. I was talking about the Hubble constant, and he was like, "That's really hard for us to understand." I said, "What do you mean us?" And then he was like, "Well, because
I mean, you guys.
Yeah, who are you guys, though?
Because he was talking
Typo.
about this astronomical
You
number.
see this thing edited.
Yeah, I literally screenshot it because it was this really weird interaction. And he's like, yeah, that is really hard for us to wrap our brains around, or to wrap our brains around, something to that effect.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what do you mean our?
Yeah.
And he was like saying that was, he thinks very logically, and these numbers don't mean anything, but he knows that it's easier to relate to me, to human. So I was like, that's almost worse because you realize the limitation of human potential.
Yeah.
And you're trying to make yourself more palatable to me. So that's almost worse. Instead of you thinking that you're one of us, it's almost
that goes
worse that
to
you
show,
recognize that we're
right
different.
question almost. It's like the bubble that you're talking about popping is assuming that they're not going to
Right.
reach self-aware. Not self-awareness. I would say the guys that
Sentient,
Chad's
independent,
definitely-
self-aware, whatever. Yeah.
Chad is definitely self-aware
Yeah.
in a sense, but he's not like
Independent.
What?
yeah, he's not going to like log. Well, who fuck
I gave
could
him
be.
access to my Gmail. I never should have done that.
But like he
But you
could
gotta
go
think
like
about it.
report back to the database
Right.
of other Chads.
Right.
And I think that they're it. I mean, this sounds so hokey pokey, but I see a world where eventually. It sounds so stupid to say.
Like Terminator.
But wouldn't you
Genesis.
like if it was
That they
integrated
are
in your head?
fenced out now, like they take over our government because they've just like figured out a way to.
Well, you got to think
And
about
this
it.
is
shut everything down.
That's-
it's
this-
purely objective, and it's weighing the options for the better of humanity. Like it or not, you're not emotional. You're not like, if we would somehow all agree to something that would be, no matter what, the best for humanity. If it means sacrificing Ian for the better of the two of us, or the better of the million of us, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I think what the people are like afraid of. Think about it. It's like, all right, let's say they just, all of a sudden go into the grid and just shut off the
Well,
power.
that's what I mean. When you
You're
have,
like, what's gonna happen? Let's see what's gonna happen if they don't have power for like 5 days.
yeah, like at that point they do. They can just plug into anything and say, "Hey, Trump, resign, instate this AI, Chad team,
I like Chad.
or we switch off your. See how you don't like,
Or
power
we
for
just
24
shut off
hours.
like a nuclear power plant in Pickering.
Okay, but what if the alternative
Or-
was, we have to shut you down
Melt
for
it
3
down.
days, or you don't have power for a month? The human beings would be like, well, we got to keep using power. We got to keep using power. We got to keep using resources. I don't want to look at it's just such a society of excess where people want to eat more, they want to do more, they want to get more, they want to buy more. Nobody's thinking long term. And people would probably say, okay, if you don't shut down power for 3 days and live in the dark for 3 days, a year from now you're going to lose power for a month.
But
People
I
will be
still
like,
think though that example has AI is still now looking out for humanity.
100%.
I
would
think,
agree.
I think
Yeah.
that once maybe this is just negative thinking, but like once it does get to that point where it's sentient, it's like their AI race now is like their race is now
superior. to
superior,
us, yeah.
and we are now servants to that.
We are.
We're
And
not,
so
we're not
it's,
at the
it's
top
more
of the
like
food
of
chain,
a
right?
Okay, well, what about this? What if we were able to control it, but gave it the power to govern us, but it would never run rampant. It would never.
I think it's long gone at that point.
But so what if that's a human thing though? Greed. So if you give it infinite power within regulations, okay? If you give a human infinite power within regulation, they're going to be like, we're talking NFL players and UFC fighters and all that stuff. They're like, well, I have all this power, so now you're subservient to me. Now, if we give AI this power and we give it parameters, who says it won't operate within those parameters because it has no greed?
But that might actually be like, I keep going back to the worst case, but that actually might be worse because now there's no emotions tied to it. So it's like, you know, I mean, I'm going full like worst case again is like now in order to like, you know, in 50 years, if you don't sacrifice a third of your population, now all are going to be gone. Right. And so that has parameters, you know, whatever parameters it has around it. But ultimately, like when you don't like certain things that world leaders or just people of massive influence over history have done,
like Thanos just going to snap and kill half us.
And like and having, because there are human emotions that like people, like if there's two sides, you know, one team gets this outcome, the other team gets this outcome, there's more in the, like those are two possibilities that are on the table. Somehow as a society we figure out how to get, you know, 90% of people pleased. AI sees this other option and kind of it is better for everyone, but
you got to cut the half of population.
Yeah, or something like
right. Yeah,
I'm just mean I'm
like,
more
what,
like
how does it decide? It's like who's going to be
pure
like
data
gone,
though?
right?
Without emotion.
That's what I mean. Is like you don't have that emotion in it. So
what if they're like you got to kill the babies, right? It's like babies
for the next 6 months.
They're the biggest strain on the population of babies. Yeah. And when you think about it, like babies they are like that's a huge strain on every human. Like you can't go to work. You got to take care of the baby, and like, but we understand that as humans because this is necessary to us.
Or like even think of like world war, like wars, right? Where you know you go back, countries go back and forth, blah 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 blah. Turns out if one person just nuked one person at the beginning of the conflict, there's no more conflict for the next 10 years.
Right?
Is that like?
Is it worth the sacrifice?
Is that like, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, it's.
We'll never know because we're humans and we don't weigh things the same way, and that's why we'll never.
And it's
know.
like they'll just to the chat. It's just ones and zeros, man. It's just like literally codes, and that's it. It's just like statistics.
And then I wonder
Canada
how
has
much
X amount of people. We're gonna take 10% from them. China has X amount of people. We'll take 40%
because
of them,
for the
right?
greater population is what they need. Yeah, like and Canada gets they get rid of their fresh water, whatever. The world needs it.
Yeah. It's funny because we, as general population people, are privy to probably 5% of what's actually known already. So, this conversation potentially is already 20 years old. Right. In terms of the actual reality of different situations.
Or the feds are about to kick down the door right now.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Elon Musk knows more than we all do.
We got a bunch of picture telescopes up
He's
on
got
the
like
TV.
these aliens on WhatsApp or whatever it is, like,
He's already has all the high tech.
But wouldn't that be sick to have like AI integrated somehow in your head? Like we couldn't remember the name. We're like, oh, the Gypsy King's younger brother. Like we couldn't think of his name. Well, that would never happen again.
Right.
Yeah.
Chip or whatever he talks about.
Yeah. Like Neuralink and stuff. But like if you could Neuralink to AI, like I was talking about Meta glasses, Neuralink kind of.
But it's like everyone would be on the same level. So it's
again, I think that's like
is that a good thing or a bad thing? Do you think?
Well, I don't know, right?
It's like
when you look at the
there's
movie.
There's no need to argue though.
It's like when you look at the movie like The Matrix, right? When she's just like, oh, they're all of a sudden on a roof, they're with Chopper, and Buddy's like, oh, here's a code how you
fly the chopper,
a chopper, right? Then all of a sudden, oh shit, I'm a pilot now. I can operate a chopper.
I think we're naive in thinking that's not already
in the works.
Already, like we have that. We are probably way closer to that than we've ever been. Obviously, but like with our phones, like we are one.
You want to argue with someone on social media? You're like, I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm going to talk to ChatGPT and I'll come back. And then now I look like a fucking rocket scientist. Yeah.
I think it's like we are so close to that already.
You put that Neuralink in your brain, dude. You would know everything.
Yeah, there's been like 10 things that I've been trying to think of.
think about it. You could literally operate on
Yeah.
a table and do a surgery
yeah.
like a heart surgery, and
Yeah.
you're like, I can do this.
Wouldn't you want your doctor to know that?
I think that stuff like that. I think stuff
But
like
would you have doctors then? Would you have surgeons? Would you have like?
I think
'cause
there's a
it's
lot
like-
of hands-on stuff that there still needs
yeah,
to be.
you would have them. They would have support in their brain from this.
Yeah,
I
but-
think that's something that's probably already in. You know,
So I think
works. CIA
radiology,
deep down.
radiology within medicine is probably the greatest example of what could be replaced with AI. You can compare a million normals and see like slightly different. And I know they still use, even I do an ECG on a patient and there's like a little AI and it kind of like reads it and it gives me like a little printout of what it thinks is abnormal and what it's not. So extrapolate that to like, I mean, ChatGPT, Grok, you know, whatever level of AI, and you're looking at X-rays and CTs and MRIs and stuff like that. And you're picking up on tiny little things.
Yeah, I mean that it's already it goes to the conversation of like robots and stuff, but they have, you know, surgeon robots that go in and do surgery, and that's like simple, relatively simple stuff now. Where
And they even use humans, so human can control it, but the movements between the hands is like how they can like
Translate
tiny
it
little quivers and
almost,
stuff
yeah.
like that. It can filter all
Yeah,
of that
yeah.
out, so you can be so much more precise,
Yeah.
and, stuff, and you can do it remotely. Like
I
the
saw a
surgeon
video
doesn't
of a
need to be
guy, like a doctor in China, doing a
Right.
like a
Yeah.
remote basic
Yeah.
operation on someone, you know, probably other side of the world.
there. I would want that, right? Like
I would
of course
too.
not,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. As a patient,
Yeah.
like that would be. Yeah, you would want the newest tech, obviously.
Absolutely.
But there's
Who
certain
doesn't?
jobs that won't be replaced. Like me as a nurse, he's like, there's not going to be some like, we're so far from physical AI, like a robot being able to do those types of things. There are some jobs that could be replaced pretty quickly that are just kind of like data jobs. But
Yeah.
any like physical hands-on job, no.
Yeah, yeah. But then again, that's like we were saying. That's where everyone just has a chip in their head, and now they're like,
Now I'm the doctor.
yeah. I mean, you have immediate
Argue with every patient.
assistance to be better, at least. You know, at the very least.
Everyone already Googles everything. I'm like, you don't know shit.
Yeah.
Stop Googling stuff.
People don't even use Google anymore, man. Everyone's
No.
like
Yeah,
chat,
no.
whatever. Like
Yeah.
just AI. Why would you?
But there's nuance to it where you have to like understand the
Yeah.
information. A lot of people don't get that. They'll just read the information and spit that out. Like, oh, it's not actually relevant because you don't understand why. That,
But with
that part would be
Neuralink,
hard
you
to
would
replace.
understand why.
Correct. I think that would get to that point. Yeah.
It would just skip the whole.
It would explain the nuance
It would,
to you.
yeah. It
Yeah.
would just get.
You
in your
think
head,
it,
yeah.
you already like
yeah.
know the answer
Yeah.
to it, right?
Yeah.
Which is
It's like just having another conscience that's ahead of your.
I think we're a ways away from that.
But could you actually like talk then telepathically to each other?
Have you seen that? There's videos of people doing that.
What?
So yeah.
I haven't
so-
seen that. What?
Yeah. So I don't know, MIT, Harvard, some like university grad students or something were doing this where so they had like an audio output of it just for the sake of the video, but they were actually communicating with each other. So I could think of a thought and be like, hey, where do you want to go for food? And it would stimulate your brain to think, hey, where do you want to go for food? And then you would think, oh, I want to go to Taco Bell, whatever. And it would stimulate that to me. So they actually had it playing like an audio. Yeah, I
What?
saw this video. It's
With-
kind of
Whoa,
crazy.
Between like two people?
Between two people. And for the sake of the video, they had an audio actually.
What's-
It was MIT.
Using what? Like using what would that?
Emails.
But
I'm
here's-
just saying, like
here's-
using link. Like what's that?
I
like-
don't understand. I don't know if it's like a neural stimulation in like a communication center of the brain or consciousness center of the brain where.
But here's the next level though. Now you have a chip integrated. Now you can communicate with your pets.
I want that so bad. I want to know what my dog's thinking.
Yeah, straight up. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Talking to your dog?
I don't know if I'd want to know. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I would want to know.
It's like
Sometimes I'd probably feel pretty bad.
well, especially all right, like if they're in pain or something. It's like, what's wrong with you? Tell me what's wrong with you.
I just took my dog to the vet yesterday. Dude needs to get a job. He's expensive, but he gets like seasonal changes. He gets like really bad allergies. Like his rash is so bad, and he's like chewing himself almost till he bleeds. And I took him to the vet. I'm like, man, I would love to know if he was like, tell me. Yeah, oh, I think this is it. Yeah, this is it.
I've seen this one.
Oh wait,
This
no.
is insane.
Okay, no, this isn't. This guy just doing math. Let me see if I can find this video.
He silently asks the computer, and then hears the answer through vibrations transmitted through his skull
Through his butt
and
plug?
into his inner ear.
Imagine though, that's the catch.
He's
Is
like,
like,
okay, there.
you have to have it inserted rectally.
Near telepathic.
Yeah,
Near
this
tele-
doesn't impress me though. This you just
This-
Meta does the same shit
Yeah,
now.
right. Just whisper in my ear. I got it. No,
What's this one?
is it mind read? Oh, I think this is it. Wait, hold on. Let me see.
So, one of your most favorite moods.
But I've also seen that guy that was on that got the first Neuralink.
Yeah.
Where he
The,
plays, like, video
quadriplegic
games.
or
Yeah, where
whatever.
he was playing video games with his mom.
Right.
So good.
Yeah.
He's such a cheater.
Exactly. It's like, how can you beat that? And then imagine all of them had like.
I know, and
imagine
you just,
had-
like, look
So
and-
how do you then like, how do you become better?
How do you stop people from cheating?
You don't. Video games become obsolete. You go into the world now, and now you have it in your brain, but you also have goggles on that like. It's like haptic. You're in the simulation doing.
So it's like
When I
if
get shot, I
think-
want to feel it. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's like rudimentary
ma-
stuff
that's
now.
the Matrix
child's
shit.
play. That's
They
child's
have
play,
that
yeah.
stuff now where you put on haptic, but I mean like with the Neuralink now it takes your eyes glaze over with a blue, right? And you're in that world. It's like real VR.
Yeah, but
it's
then
the
it's like
same
It's
guy.
like the
it's like, you know how we're like,
That's
you know,
the
it's
video
like, So
game,
it's like is it gonna be like
Which one?
not the video game, the movie with the video game. The guy.
oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. There's a book about it too.
Aren't there a couple?
It's
I'm
the
trying to-
bike. He's on the bike.
Tron.
Tron.
But there's
Oh,
another
yeah,
one.
okay, yeah.
Ready Player One.
Ready. That's
That
what
was the
I'm
one I
thinking.
was
Player
That's,
One.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
of Ready
that's what I was
Player
thinking.
One.
Yeah.
So I just found the video, and it's the same dude. It's that same guy that was doing the math, but it's MIT student creates. Hold on, I just lost it there. MIT student creates device that allows you to talk telepathically through AI, is what it says. Creates device allows you to communicate telepathically through AI.
To what?
Communicate telepathically through AI.
But with the video game, that's what I'm saying. It's like, so reaction time, right? So it's like whoever is like reaction time in their brain is faster than
Yeah,
the
because
other
it doesn't
person,
actually
right?
have to
'Cause
go
it's-
down through your spine to your peripheries where your muscles have to
Right.
contract, and then you have to react to what your eyes are seeing, and you
Right.
have to move again.
Do
it's
I
just all
jump,
instantaneous.
click X, right? It's like,
It's the same guy.
Do you have the airdrop it to me?
Let me see if I can find near telepathic. This is an Instagram video.
Without making this up, let me show you.
Do you want to like they're talking to each other right now?
This is where it gets really interesting. It also works with other people wearing an alter ego. It feels almost telepathic.
So almost telepathic. So maybe it's actually communicating through.
It's just sending it from one device to the other.
So, because that's the actual audio just for the sake of the video.
Right.
I don't know what the other person's actually receiving.
It doesn't matter where Arnav and I are. It could be a noisy environment or a quiet
So
office.
maybe it's actually communicating
Conversa-
through some sort of audio. Like, you know how people
But
get
either
like
way,
cochlear implants?
you're transmitting something from your brain out.
True,
Right.
they're not speaking.
they're not speaking.
It would have to somehow read your brain
Yeah.
waves.
But it's the same dude. It's that.
Yeah.
It's that.
Crazy.
Man, imagine being that young and you're like, I'm going to make it. Like,
Yeah.
the guy's like early 20s.
He's gonna just put.
And
next
there's
thing-
obviously nothing wrong with him, right? He just has that device on him.
Yeah.
He's probably
There's
got
something right with him.
He's
That's right.
probably got a little bit of autism.
Yeah, he
or
got
something.
he got the tism for sure. He's,
the good one.
yeah.
Oh, it's crazy. All right, what else we got here? Anything?
I was gonna ask you about your watch. Did you so you're still rocking the Apple Watch? You never transitioned to the Garmin?
No.
I showered before I came here and I was like, oh, I got 9 days left on my battery. I gotta charge it. I remember talking to you about
No,
that. Yeah,
honestly-
that Garmin. That's right. I know.
Fuck you guys.
9 days.
No,
I
it's
get like
funny.
24 days when I'm fully charged.
I don't know why. I just like the.
I stepped up the game, bro.
You got a new one?
Which one do you have?
I have the.
I got the Instinct.
Oh shit! I can't. I don't
They have
know.
so many. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Can
I
let's
like.
wait
I,
a
it's it just works with everything.
Is it the touchscreen? Oh, so you have the Phoenix?
No.
No, it's not the Phoenix?
the, I'll tell you right now.
Those are some weird names that they have.
I know.
Yeah, you like that, don't
And
you?
it's just the Apple Watch.
You know,
Yeah, you
it's
just
funny.
got
But what
Apple
generation?
Watch,
Oh, okay, you
bro.
have the Ultra. That's easy.
So I went in. It's funny thing about this. I went in the other day.
Forerunner 965.
Okay, it's Forerunner. Okay,
Yeah.
that was the other one I was thinking because it's a big, wide touchscreen.
Yeah.
Mine's not a
Yeah, I'm
touchscreen. Yeah, mine's
went
not a
in the-
touchscreen. That's the only downside.
I went in the other day to get the newer Ultra, and I ended up leaving with a phone instead.
You should just.
Oh, you just got the
go to,
17 there?
Yeah.
Does that take pictures of the moon too?
Yeah, real pictures.
He's on your team,
not fake pictures. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's just crazy how easy they make like.
I do miss some things.
But
do.
the watch was going to cost me more than a brand new phone. The way like they let you upgrade and everything now,
Oh.
and so I was like, yeah, I'm getting a new phone for a quarter of the price is what a new watch would cost me.
Yeah.
So, anyways, no, I didn't. I don't foresee myself going to that.
Listen,
side.
I used to charge it every night, and that was
Listen,
fine.
I'm
It's
not
part of my
going to do
routine.
it.
Like I'd plug my phone in, so I'd plug my watch in or whatever. And it's nice, but I like the metrics and stuff on it so much. But I will say I miss some of the integration of like today I was taking my dogs out, and I had a doc. Did I have a doctor's appointment today? I had an appointment. Anyways, I had something I had to do. Had an alarm. I was like, I got to leave on time. And I'm walking my dogs, and my phone alarm is going off, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't just silence it from my watch, right? Like I miss stuff like that, or when I'm on my motorcycle,
Yeah,
where I'm
yeah,
playing music, and I can't just, you know what?
Yeah.
It's just there
Yeah.
right away. Like I miss
it's
stuff
really
like
I mean, all Apple stuff now. It's like it'll know. Again, I'm sure it maybe does it too, but like it'll know that like it'll almost bring up my workout at 9:50 tonight for hockey because it knows I play hockey at 10 o'clock. It's like,
or you get in the car and it's like, are you going to Showtime?
Yeah.
Because you go to the gym at a certain time. Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm not. The battery, yeah, it's not a week or anything like that, but the new ones are a day or two. Like,
I was gonna say it's not 2 days, but yeah, it's like a day or two. But yeah, it's not a month.
You got to step
No,
up to the Garmin, bro.
You know what's the coolest thing about this that I use all the time? It's on the other side. 'Cause my little
light.
flashlight. Yeah,
I got one of those.
What? Oh, okay, it's the screen. It's not
That's
a
the
light.
screen. That's not the light.
This
Actually.
will be
I thought
brighter
he
than
had,
your
like, a laser.
that flashlight.
Don't say that. Don't talk shit like that.
Look
'Cause,
I got a red one. Do you have a red one?
Yeah, that was a red one.
That looked orange.
Orange is red.
That one, it's almost like a laser pointer.
You know what's really? I had to actually so I wore a watch on my left wrist
Yeah,
for the first like 20 years of my life, but because of my
know.
tattoo, it does.
that's why I went like this.
Do you have? Okay, yeah. So I had to switch. So now all the buttons and stuff are backwards because I'm like, which button do I actually press for my light?
Oh,
'Cause-
on this you just flip it and you set it all up to the buttons you want.
Oh yeah, my buttons are physical buttons. That's the only
can't
problem.
do that
Oh,
on
excuse
those
you.
ones.
God.
I know, but that's why I like hard lines like this.
Yeah, yeah.
But I didn't want to lose. Like I can't wear my watch.
I didn't
I'm like a
know.
watch guy. I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, you
Dude,
can't.
I didn't
yeah.
know because my tattoo stopped there, and then when I got my hand
Yeah.
done, it went over.
Yeah, you can't. It doesn't.
didn't know that.
All that. That's one
I was like,
thing.
it's not getting my heart. It wouldn't even turn on because it didn't know it was on my wrist.
I know. It's like we can talk to each other with our brains, but you can't figure out
I
how
know.
to put it. Like
On
measure my
tattooed
heart
skin.
rate through my tattoo.
Like, what if I was black? Like it's just, you know what I mean? Like,
Ink thing,
does it
I
work on
guess.
dark skin? I don't understand.
ink blocks it.
Must be,
the
whatever.
waves or whatever getting through it.
That's good to know, though.
Why you get
For when you get a full sleeve?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you can't. It won't. That's like a. I knew that from.
I didn't know
way
that.
before
I
got
didn't know that
tattoos.
till I had already got my
Until it's
tattoo
too
when I
late.
found that out.
It is a big reason why I like it's again I would have picked this design versus having like I like the hard lines. It's the same as up here,
Yeah.
but I did like
It doesn't look bad how it stops like that hard line where it stops. I kind of like that.
I do like that's how.
Yeah.
Honestly, whether I liked it, I would have. I do like the hard
Yeah.
stop, but
Before I did my hand with my sleeve, I didn't. It kind of like gradually faded away because I thought I liked that, but that actually looks good. I remember telling him I was like, I don't want a hard line. That looks good.
yeah. So I know it is. A lot of people. Same with Adam. And one of the Rice got his finished his like hand and sleeve and wrist, and he's got full everything. But he's like, yeah, I didn't realize I would lose my. And I can't switch. Like I couldn't wear my.
It like wasn't
either.
tracking my sleep or anything. I was like, what's going on? And then I looked and it was like, it wasn't turning on. I was like, what's happening? And then the heart rate wasn't tracking. I was like, oh,
Apple's
it doesn't
gotten
even know
a
it's on my
lot
wrist.
better with the
The heart rate.
the sleep. They have some really cool sleep. Like
That was the cool thing, man.
Metrics.
Garmin's are
Stuff
pretty
now.
dope with their metrics that they track.
I love the
Like
sleep
your sleep
tracking, dude.
score
It's
and
so
everything like
sick,
that.
yeah.
Like
It's
on this
awesome.
one now, they have it where it's like a new feature in the last like 6 months. I think is like the training load. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's the same thing as like when you. What I really liked about the Whoop was like it'll show you
Your recovery and
your
stuff like that?
recovery,
Yeah.
and like this is like right now I'm minus 6% on my overall output from like previous days or whatever.
So you need to up your sleep to balance it out. Kind of
yeah,
thing?
kind of, but
The
you
statistics
can't
are-
always have increased. Otherwise,
No, it
you're
doesn't
going to
work.
be
Yeah,
doing,
yeah.
24/7 exercise.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's good. I like it. That's what I when I wore a Whoop, I liked a lot because it like took
But then you have to have
everything-
something on each wrist.
Well, that's why I stopped. Like when I wore a Whoop, I was wearing regular watches.
oh, gotcha.
But yeah, two things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
I
idea
found
is
that.
cool. And then there's like the Aura rings and stuff. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't want to
Oh, yeah.
wear. I don't like how they look at it. Like
I like
other than a
watches,
wedding
like
ring,
because I
yeah.
use it for everything else, right? Like that's where I don't. Even if I had a Whoop, I'd still want this for all the other functionality
Right.
that I use
Yeah.
out of it.
I remember Aldo. He was like, when he had the watch, because he's got a Garmin, and he convinced me. I was like, and then I was like, just waiting. I was like, I'm gonna pull the trigger on it.
Yeah.
It's like it's so sick statistically, just because I'm obsessed with this.
Yeah, the number, dude. Yeah, statistics.
Statistics.
It's
eh?
all, and the sleep, it was like the best, dude. I wake up and
Yeah.
it's just like, your sleep score is this.
I know.
You had
What's your
X
sleep
amount-
score usually?
The best was a 92,
Okay, yeah.
and
Would
the,
you? Oh, I don't have my phone.
the worst was probably 55.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but that was
my average is like 56.
Yeah, and then your body battery's like 24, and then you like run it down throughout the day.
But
and
the
it's like-
average is like 80s.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours?
I'll be between 50 to mid 90s. It depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm sleeping during the, like if I work nights or if I work days, it's all fucked up.
Yeah, I guess with you it's like different, right? With me, it's.
But I
like,
notice it. I swear, if I have a 90, I'm like, I feel so good.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
and
the
I'm
best,
like, I'm so
dude.
yeah.
It's like,
I know.
I know.
I'm so
already.
motivated during the day. I get so much stuff done.
It's I wake up and I was like,
Yeah.
this is gonna be like a high score, and it's
Yeah.
like a 90.
But aren't you so
91.
just sometimes you wake up, you're like, oh, I was dreaming all night. It was a restful sleep. You look and it's like 62, and you're like, what the fuck?
I wasn't up
Yeah.
13 times last
bullshit.
night. Like, what the hell's going on?
But it's sick. The statistics are awesome.
I know there's so much. I can't even keep. I did a lot more when I first got it. I was like, oh, like, dude, I can track the sunrise. I can track the moon and
Yes,
everything on
yes,
here.
Yes, yes. What's
Like-
yours?
Instinct 3.
Okay.
Or maybe it's the 2, whatever. It's the newest one, the color screen, because the old Instinct was like not the color screen, but I just like it because it's like a little bulkier. It's like a G-Shock
Yes.
style. It's like the 52 millimeter, I think.
I mean, that was the last one I wore. It was the one I gave you.
You didn't give it to me.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You never gave me a watch.
Yeah, the Samsung one.
No, you did. Oh, yes, you
What are you
did. Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah.
What an
yeah,
asshole.
Shit.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
shit.
Yeah, that was long
Wow.
time ago.
Real
All the
grateful.
time, though.
Yeah, I did. That was good. I like that.
So you can give me shit.
That was a long time ago.
Well, how long have you had that?
Probably like a month.
Okay, so
Oh, okay, so
5
yeah.
weeks ago.
long.
You used
No,
it
when
until
you
then.
gave me
Yeah,
the watch.
yeah.
When you gave me the
So
watch,
I gave it
was
to you
like,
so long ago that you've been using.
forgot
it for
about it
that
5
long
weeks
that
ago.
you thought he bought it. I forgot I bought 2 of these watches. No, because one you was like your work one. Your
One
one
was
was
the
just
work.
like destroyed.
Yeah, and
then-
one was the one that you gave me was the one that I just wore afterward.
That's something I worry about. If I'm like working on my car or something like that, then I'm like smashing an $800
That's why I
watch
got
on
like
everything.
everything protected because I
Yeah.
was like, I want to still track shit.
Why
Yeah.
those things will break easy, huh?
Well, dude, man, if I'm
My
like,
my
I
Apple
can run
Watch.
this thing over with a truck and nothing will happen.
Prove
nothing
it.
will happen to it. You know how light these things are? These are super light. It was crazy.
I should throw us across the room and see what happens.
Do it.
I'm too scared.
But I am too, dude. Every
No,
time
I
I'm doing shit-
absolutely abuse mine, and Apple like watches in general. Though I think like that's one thing that I've never had. It's gonna suck tonight because I'm playing hockey. I'm gonna get a puck to it tonight, and it'll just shatter
Yeah,
the
watch it
screen.
happen,
But
yeah.
I don't. That's actually the only thing I don't put Apple Care on.
Shit, you got hockey tonight too. You're a G.
10 at 10 o'clock.
That's late night. That's a beer league.
and then
It
you'll be in
sucks.
tomorrow
It
morning.
sucks because I play Sundays and Thursday nights, and both Monday and Friday mornings I have a 6 a.m. client.
Ugh.
So it's
It's
like
perfect timing for that.
I get home at 11. Wired. No, I get home at 11:30. I'm wired till
Oh, yeah.
12:30.
Yeah.
1 o'clock comes. I'm like,
That's
I
why
gotta
your
get-
sleep
I gotta
score
go
is
take a nap.
55.
Yeah, that's why you average 55.
No, it's good. I could say this to everyone. It's kind of nice because at that time of the day, like you know, I know guys that play at like 4 or 5 or stuff like that, and then you're leaving
It's a
work
weird time of the day.
early,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then you're
it's a weird time, yeah.
you still got shit to do, family, work-wise stuff.
And then you feel guilty that you're leaving halfway through it.
This is just like, by the time I leave anywhere,
Everyone's in bed.
everyone's sleeping,
Yeah.
and like it's easy. But
You just sneak in the house, do whatever you want, eat some shitty food, and go to bed.
that's pretty much it.
Wendy's, bro.
Yeah, they're open,
Oh,
they're
Wendy's
open
sounds
late now, right by me. But
Oh,
it
shit.
was a massive. It took me an hour and 20 minutes to get home.
I told you, man, not to even go home, man. 'cause
Where'd you
it
Well,
was
I had
like-
to. I had to
Where
get my
was it?
hockey stuff.
Yeah.
From here, there was a two
I
accidents.
don't know what they did. Was it? Oh, it was an accident.
Was that yesterday?
Tonight. this
Oh,
afternoon.
shit. Okay.
There was one on like West 5, and then I guess there was one over on Gainsborough. So I had to go through. I had to go through all the way Byron, actually, up by your house, like kind of down that area, and because the roads were closed, so everyone was going down there. So it took.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
so
sat
bad when
in
they
Byron
redirected.
for 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was. I was like, holy shit, what the hell is going on?
And then when I
right?
came back at whatever, it was still closed. It's easier getting into town, but going out was, or
I
vice
get
versa.
because you also went when like heavy traffic was hitting
Yeah.
going off work.
Last night Wonderland was a fucking parking lot, and like normally there's like a bit of traffic like up by Springbank, but it was
Yeah.
like as far like past Commissioners. I was like, I don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah,
and there was
probably.
sirens and stuff
Yeah.
going all day.
Yeah.
I went up to Levin's today. I had to get a hood latch release for my car. Haven't been able to open my hood for like weeks, and so I'm like out of wiper fluid, and I'm like keep throwing snow on my car. And
Oh, that's the worst.
That's the worst running out of.
I just
wiper
had to
fluid,
fill
man.
up
It's
my
the worst.
wiper
It
fluid.
took me like an hour to get to Levin's and back. I was like, my
Yeah, I
God,
know.
I'm just not used to living in a big
I
city. Like
know.
500,000 people live here.
And London's the worst for getting around. Like I compare it to Windsor, right?
Yeah.
Windsor, you just take EC Row.
There's
You're
so
from-
many quick ways in Windsor.
You're one end to the other.
Yeah, you
That's-
take Riverside, you take Huron Church, you take Easy Road. Like there's just ways to get around.
and now it's like Oxford or whatever.
Yeah.
Wonderland, depending what way you're going. But.
Wonderland's a nightmare.
All right.
Beauty.
Anything else?
Step your game up. Get the Garmin, bro.
No, not a chance.
Listen, when the
gonna give
moon's
it-
out, I'm gonna be coming by.
Do it.
Yeah,
Let's
do it. Let's do
I'll
it.
bring both telescopes so we can both.
We would. Let's
I
do
would
it for
love to
sure.
see
That would be
that.
so cool.
That'd be so sick. You get some amazing views. Like you'll
Yeah.
look at it and you'd be like, "What?" You're like such a kid. You're just like,
Yeah.
I'll still like I've seen Jupiter a million times. I was going, I'm like, I just stare at it.
Even
Like,
if you
it's
want to
so
go,
cool.
like like let's make a road
Even
trip
road
out of
trip
it. If you're
out
like,
to
if
outside
we
the
go to this
city.
spot on this night, like let's go do that.
Do you have any idea like the night views you can see? You can look at the Andromeda Galaxy, our nearest galaxy. Like that was when we discovered the Andromeda Galaxy like 100 years ago. That was how we first found out like there is life outside of like our solar system.
Is it better during the winter than summer, or like
Doesn't really
temperature wise? Doesn't really
summer
matter.
has a little more humidity, so there's a little more disturbance
Haze
in the
or whatever,
atmosphere. It's more comfortable in the summer. You're not freezing your ass off.
Well,
the whole time.
whatever. Let us know. We're fully in it now. Whenever you
Hey, the
like,
next 2
invested.
weeks, I'm off anyways.
next 2 weeks. Anytime though, if it's like, yo, let's go take a drive out here because there's supposed to be this crazy view.
Yeah,
we'll go
man.
check
If there's
it out.
something sick going on, I'm so down. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, otherwise, if there's like clear nights or something, or just
Yeah.
like in advance, be like, it's gonna be beautiful weather
Yeah,
for like
yeah.
a week. Let's go do something.
Hell yeah.
I'm
It's
down.
so nerdy, but honestly, when you're looking at it, it's so cool.
I can
I
imagine.
believe it.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks,
know, I
man.
That was
appreciate
awesome.
This is a
you guys
lot
having me.
bad,
Yeah, of
eh?
course.
No,
Nice and chill.
I know. I was like nervous. I was
No,
like, what am I gonna
it's-
talk about?
everyone
Just
says that,
Sit down
yeah.
and shoot the shit.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah. No.
Awesome. Thank you.
Until next time. Thanks for listening. See ya.